I have to warn you. The following video will reveal to you some of the natural dangers of our mind and teaches you how to overcome them. In particular, it's about how to control your monkey mind. The human brain, according to the Trian brain module, is divided into three main regions. The brainstem is the most primitive part that governs motor skills and our survival instinct. It's the crocodile brain. Then we have the limbic system, the center of our emotions and sociality. That's where the monkey mind sits. Finally, on top of it all, we have the neocortex, the human brain that is the seat of rationality, abstract thinking, and higher executive functioning. Each of those regions is the result of evolution, and the purpose of the monkey mind is to control our most basic emotions such as fear, anxiety, and direct our behavior towards the more emotionally appealing one. In Buddhism, the term monkey mind refers to anxious, restless, distracted, confused, indecisive, and uncontrollable mental behavior.
Oh, stop. Stop. I know it's easy for your mind to wander. But I want you to really concentrate on me.
You've probably been in a situation where you're trying to concentrate on something and then you get distracted. Find yourself browsing through Reddit or Facebook. Your monkey mind is creating these distractions whether through anxious thoughts, procrastination, or by seeking social validation. The reason being, your inner chimp just gets bored and wants immediate gratification. Getting social approval and creating social hierarchies is another one of its functions. It wants to have something pleasurable right now. Otherwise, it's gonna flip out and go crazy. The monkey mind is literally like a chimpanzee playing drums inside your head. It will create distractions and brings in random nonsense that will impede our actions towards our purpose. However, it doesn't mean that it can prevent us from taking action. The only person that can stop you from taking action is yourself. Not your monkey mind, your crocodile brain, or any other circumstance. In the limbic system, the amygdala is the center of our emotions that creates this circus to begin with. Whenever we receive a stimulus, the amygdala sends out the corresponding signal to the rest of the brain. If we're in an uncomfortable situation, like public speaking or stuck in traffic, we experience fear and anxiety because we perceive it to be dangerous. Anger is just another response, a reaction to outside events, meaning that it's your monkey mind that's taking the offense, not your conscious self. The prefrontal cortex is the seat of higher executive functioning, and it can override these messages. Studies have shown that the prefrontal cortex plays a crucial role in controlling impulsive behavior. Whenever the amygdala sends out the signal of #code red, get me the hell out of here, then your neocortex can go, shh, chill the fuck out. You're awesome, I'm awesome, we got this. To control your monkey mind, you need the help of your human brain. The reason why your rationality gets hijacked in the first place is that you lack control, because of the neocortical regions of the brain aren't strong enough. Simply put, you need to have more willpower. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to restructure its neural connections. Whenever you execute a certain behavior or learn something new, you're literally changing the structure of your brain and creating new patterns of thinking and behaving. The more often you do something, the more automatic it becomes, which means if you get scared or distracted easily, then you're strengthening these bonds and creating a vicious cycle of repeating that same behavior in the future. Neurons that fire together, wire together. That's the basis of addiction as well. In one 1954 study, Olds and Milner found that if you implant metal electrodes onto the nucleus accumbens, the pleasure center of rats, they would repeatedly press a lever that would activate this region. They kept on doing it and forgot about eating and drinking. Eventually, they died of exhaustion. That's just crazy. crazy because it means that you can keep on repeating your bad habits and afflictive thoughts up to the point of death. It also means that in order to change that, you have to first rip up the old neural patterns and rebuild them with new ones through pure positive reinforcement. Eventually, you'll start repeating the good activities out of habit. Simply put, you need to have more willpower. But the problem of the monkey mind still remains. How do you stop yourself from getting hijacked in the first place? The key is in developing meta-awareness and self-mastery. You have to rise above both your monkey mind and your reptilian brain. You have to realize that you are not your mind, especially not your monkey mind. You have a mind. It's just another tool in your head, but it's not a part of who you really are. The innate nature of our mind is stillness. We experience thoughts and emotions because of the law of cause and effect and grasping onto external stimuli. The Facebook notification is the cause, and you getting distracted is the effect. Your limiting beliefs and doubts are the cause, and your feeling of anxiety is the effect. Lack of self-control is the cause, and following bad habits is the effect. Lacking self-confidence is the cause, and projecting anger onto others is the effect. Self-mastery and governance are the foundational building blocks of meta-awareness and higher levels of consciousness. Okay, here's how to tame your monkey mind. 1. Practice meditation. Probably the most important one. You're consciously regulating your own nervous system and experiencing the stillness of the mind. This will reveal to you that your thoughts and emotions actually don't have a reasonable basis. 2. Start journaling. Another one of those meta practices. As you're writing about your experiences, you're projecting them outside of yourself. This way you can look at them more objectively and can evaluate your own behavior. 3. Breathe, motherfucker. Before you react to any situation, create this empty space between you and the event. Breathe in deeply, think about it for a moment, and then decide the right course of action. Be proactive, not reactive. 4. Change your habits. Restructure your afflictive neural pathways. You are not your habits either. You do certain things just because you've programmed your brain to do it. The real you doesn't like to binge eat, get addicted to drugs, or lack motivation. What you need to do is stop doing the thing that is controlling you right now. You're simply stuck inside the habit loop. The key is to distance yourself from the stimulus for a while, to fast and abstain from it. After this, you can liberate yourself from the addiction and can thus live a more fulfilling life. Lastly, you have to focus on the things that you can control. You can't control your monkey mind kicking into overdrive whenever you get a Facebook message. But what you can do is switch your phone to airplane mode whenever you're trying to concentrate. Become the master, the apex predator of your environment. Be very careful with the things you expose yourself to. The people you're surrounded by, the books you read, the media you consume, the thoughts you allow to enter your headspace, and the vision you choose to have. Did you know that the average person watches 5 hours of television a day? 5 freaking hours of random nonsense. They're literally allowing themselves to be mind controlled by the media. You have to decide whether you're going to be in control or be controlled. If you're still watching television, then I don't know what to say anymore. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you had enough willpower to make it this far. If you did, then you're the select few. Make sure to subscribe because I'll be making more videos about quality information and value that will leave you empowered, not weakened. I'm Seem. Control thy monkey mind and stay empowered.
This next part of the video is when you're doing push-ups or you're doing sit-ups, whatever. Let's get it. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another